And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Friday! We've made it to the end of the week, and for some reason, I don't know, it might just be me, but I just feel like this week has gone by super slow. Whether it went by slow or fast for you guys, we are finally at the weekend. Again, happy Friday. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. My name is Jaffney Gray. We're going to rock out a cool show for you. It's jam-packed with a lot of cool things that are happening here on a local level. But first, I do want to give you a question of the day, something that I'm interested in hearing who all will participate in this. We all know how difficult times are right now in the economy, but what if you got paid to watch Netflix? Yeah, I'm not playing, guys. We all know being a couch potato can be bad, but what if you got some moolah to do it? We got one company who is paying people just to binge watch TV shows. We're going to talk about it later on in the sprint, but again, the question is, would you do something like this? Would you sacrifice your day away just for some extra change if it meant watching a Netflix show and binging it? I'm pretty sure you guys know my answer by now because you know we don't get paid nothing here. So we'll get to that later on in the sprint. But first and foremost, I do want to talk about this story that kind of caught my attention. And again, it's a bit creepy to me. With this whole AI stuff that's coming out, it is concerning because they're making robots and technology and intelligence more and more intelligent and more human-like. So Amazon is launching this right now. They got Amazon's Alexa is about to bring some generative AI inside the home, which means the company introduced sweeping changes to how its voice assistant both sounds and functions. Get this, it's making it more human-like. An Amazon executive claims that it feels just like talking to a human being. Alexa will be able to resume conversations without a wake word, respond quicker, learn user preferences, field follow-up questions, and change its tone based on the topic.
How did my soccer team do yesterday?
Yesterday, OL Reign won 1-0 against the Portland Thorns.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I don't, I feel some type of way about this, but either way, it says Alexa will even offer opinions. Amazon did not say when the updates will make their way into the products. Like I said, I never was on board the Alexa chain, but I have a lot of friends who love it. And it is pretty cool if it's held to a certain guidelines. But I think you need to build boundaries up. You know me, I love scary movies. I watch a lot of things where AI can get out of hand, all the way from Megan, the horror film that just came out, to iRobot, the one where they actually shut the whole house down because they didn't want the grandma to get out the house. And let's go all the way back, throw it back. Terminator. Let's not forget about that as well. So yeah, this whole AI deal, I'm not a big fan of it, especially seeing as though it can give you its opinion. We already live in a world with enough opinions that are very annoying. So that's one thing, red flag number one. Red flag number two, it can change its tone, which means like I would kind of feel some type of way if I'm sitting there telling a story and it comes out of nowhere and be like, what? Or say, what, girl? Like that. I would be like, oh, snap, you really talking? Or if it catches an attitude with you, man, what is that about? So I think there's a lot of question marks in there. I hope they figure it out, and I hope they get it in a box. Like, if you want to make this happen, get some restrictions built in there so the thing doesn't get all crazy and, again, turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 1, 2, and 1,000 other Terminators that they got coming out. Okay, so moving on, man. LewisGale Medical, investing into the community. I think this is a blessing right here because we all love to hear about full ride scholarships, okay? So LewisGale Medical Center investing in the local community, giving full rides to the Galen College of Nursing. 9 recipients were surprised with scholarships valued at $30,000. It's also a guaranteed job upon graduation.
I've always wanted to be a part of it. The pandemic really put that in full perspective for me, and I'm just glad that I'm able to be put into a position to help those that can't help themselves.
So all are current frontline employees in hospitals supporting local nursing staff. So again, always a blessing when you can hear about these cool opportunities like that. If you want to see the full story, we got it on our website at WSLS.com. Slide on over to Huddle Up Moms, doing it big, trying to make sure our families can have access to diapers. We all know how important that is, guys. So in honor of National Diaper Need Awareness Month, Huddle Up Moms addressing the dire need. The goal is to collect 10,000 diapers and 50,000 baby wipes to help those in need. Nielsen IQ reports that since 2018, the cost of diapers has gone up 22%. Families on average will spend around $1,000 each child using diapers.
I'm a mom myself. I had 2 kids in diapers and pull-ups at the same time. I know how those costs can add up, and we are seeing that throughout the community. You know, you might just be having a tough week. It might not be a constant need for you, and that's okay. We're here to help with that.
And this is all donated.
So because of the support, Huddle Up Moms extended the deadline to next weekend. So, hey, if you are either wanting to give back, figuring out how you can give back, go to our website, WSLS.com, figure out how you can do it. Or if you need help or some type of assistance, that information and the resources there are available to you as well. So looking ahead, guys, let's get to this. Something a lot of people are excited about right now. We got this country singer, Dustin Lynch, returning to our area in 2024. The chart topper is set to perform at the Salem Civic Center on Friday, April 12th, as a part of the Kill the Cowboy tour. His first hit was in 2012, and he now has 8 #1 songs. This will be his second trip to Salem. Tickets go on sale next Friday. You know what? I just may get one, because I will tell you guys this. I have actually been listening to a lot of country music here lately, and I don't know what it is. When I was younger, up until about 2 months ago, I absolutely hated country music. I was just like, man, I can't deal with it. I can only take it in a public setting, whereas if we're going to a rodeo or a fair or something and somebody has it blasting, that's when I can handle it. But you know, music nowadays has just gotten so gross. You know, R&B, rap, everything is just so disgusting, you know, quite frankly. And I was just like, you know what, let me just give this country thing another chance. And I'm not trying to say they don't have bad music too, but at the same time, they're at least a little bit more discreet about it. But yeah, I love the storytelling in country music, and it's just seemed like just all around feel good music. I appreciate the musical element of it, the instrumentals and stuff about it. So yeah, I think this would be a fun event to go to, and it's something that I might be interested in. So guys, come join me, get a ticket. Let me know if you're interested in it, and shoot me some songs if you guys like him or are a fan of his music. Let's get to meteorologist Chris Michaels. We got to get to this weather, because a lot of people are watching that possible tropical storm that is affecting our waters right now. So with that being said, meteorologist Chris Michaels joined us with our Friday forecast.
Happy Friday, guys. Got a tropical system brewing off the East Coast, likely to become Tropical Storm Ophelia before making landfall tomorrow near Emerald Isle. This is going to bring us some rain and some wind, most of which is going to be toward Lynchburg and south side, but the worst impacts are going to be farther to the east. In fact, we could use some rain. Have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you Monday morning on The Spring.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. And as always, make sure you guys keep that weather app downloaded. And of course, keep us followed into your TV or on your whatever devices you use, because we're going to be keeping you guys updated as far as what those weather conditions may be in our area from this potential tropical system that's happening right now. So this is a really cute story. This one of those stories that put a smile on your face. It started off with something bad happening, but then it turned out to be a really sweet story. So again, it's about a little girl. After no one showed up to her birthday party, a mom in Pulaski County quickly thought about a plan B, and that plan B was the power of social media. So the community came together to make her daughter's day, okay? So Danielle Pete was getting ready for her 9th birthday party at a park in Pulaski Saturday, but her celebration was off to a slow start. No one RSVP'd, and the ones that didn't show up, the ones that didn't show up. They waited and waited, but no one came. And that is when the mother took to social media, posted to a Pulaski group on Facebook with a plea to help from the public to help and to please come celebrate her daughter's birthday. And get this, her wish was answered.
And honestly, when the first lady and her grandkids and the other people came by and said, like, hey, we're here for the birthday party, I instantly started crying.
A necklace, a bracelet. After that, we had cake. Cake's amazing. I got lots of really nice stuff that I'm very thankful for.
I absolutely love this. So before they knew it, the park was packed with people all there for Danielle. And the community went above and beyond, not just showing up, but many of them brought gifts to the little girl that they never met. Danielle, again, super thankful for the kindness of others who made her birthday the best day. Of course, you can see this full story on our website at WSLS.com just to get an idea of the emotional roller coaster this little girl went through for her 9th birthday. But it's always a good, cool deal to see how a community can respond to something that you would take for granted. So yeah, man, I'm so happy that she got a very, very happy birthday. It's always a good deal to see that. And again, if you want to see that full story, to smile even bigger, go to our website at WSLS.com. Let's get to our Deep Blue Ridge of the week, guys. I covered this cool guy. You have heard about Straight Street, okay? And we all know that is a very important ministry that's happening where basically it's dedicated to serving the troubled youth of our community, putting them back on the right path. Well, I decided to look into the guy behind it all. Like, why did it start? Where did it come from? So with that, we all know miracles do happen. And that is kind of the strong belief of this particular individual, a man who quit his entire career decades ago to survive the most vulnerable or to serve the most vulnerable in our community. His name is Keith Farmer. He is behind the well-known ministry, again, Straight Street, which has had an impact throughout the Commonwealth for years. Almost 29 years ago, Keith was a nursing home administrator, but realized he had a calling to serve inner city kids in difficult situations in the Commonwealth. He said that is when he decided to let go and let God, and he started Straight Street.
Shootings and violence and homelessness and trafficking and all these things are the result of a spiritual battle that's taking place, and I have the amazing privilege of serving on the front line, helping to make a difference.
Yeah, that difference was definitely a big, big impact. But from working with law enforcement, child protective services, teen moms, and more, Keith says that the nonprofit interdenominational ministry has 13 different programs designed to put children back on the right path to success. To see his full story, of course, we got it under the Deep Blue Ridge tab that's on our website at WSLS.com. But again, Keith is just a solid guy, super duper humble. I've been wanting to get with him for a long, long time because he's such a humbled individual as far as doing a story with him. And just to see the passion that he has inside of him, and obviously his faith is a big part of why he exists today. His testimony is super crazy as far as getting a location and getting support and getting, basically angels in our community that stepped up to make this a reality. And this reality is serving true to where he says is serving as a full circle to where the kids that he was picking up 29 years ago to try to help, they are now grown adults, parents. They have their own children, and their own children are serving in this nonprofit ministry as well. So it's a really solid story, big, cool story. So go check it out. Again, our website, WSLS.com. It's under the Deep Blue Ridge tab. Again, that's where we share those unique stories in our community. And like I tell you guys, everybody has a story. So if you know someone with some type of unique characteristic, and it doesn't even have to be like curing cancer or anything, but if you think that they have something that a lot of people would be like, I could connect to that, or I can relate to that, send it my way, because I would love, love, love so much to get in touch with them and to showcase their testimony. Okay, so moving on, we got to get to this teaser that I told you guys about earlier. Again, we know being a couch potato is not the best thing to do, especially in today's world. You always got to get up and move. But for this gig, it is. Get this, onlinecasinos.com, an online ranking service, looking to pay someone to sit, relax, and binge some Netflix shows. The job is to identify the most binge-worthy shows on the streaming site. If you love shows like Stranger Things or Squid Games, this might be the job for you. The gig will pay the chosen TV enthusiasts $2,500. Yeah, you heard that right, $2,500. Some people be like, that's not much. That is a lot to me. Okay, $2,500 to determine if the Netflix shows are binge-worthy. Applicants must be at least 18 years old. Applications are due by Monday, September 25th, which also happens to be National Binge Day. So for me, personally speaking, I absolutely would do this because, again, like I said, in today's economy, any kind of money is good money, in my opinion. Well, not any kind of money, but any kind of money in this regard. Let's go. I've been kind of salty at Netflix, though, because ever since they took The Office off, I think they took Sons of Anarchy off of it. Those were my binge-worthy TV shows that I've had to find other platforms to watch it. I will say Ozark is pretty binge-worthy in my opinion, and Breaking Bad, definitely. You can't go wrong with Breaking Bad. Again, one of my favorite binge-worthy shows right there. Let's get Jazzy Jazz in on the debate. Jazz, was this something that you would do?
Oh, for sure. Sign me up.
What are some of the shows that you be binging?
I love Insecure with Issa Rae. I love The Office.
Yeah.
I love Blackish. I love pretty much everything. Like, if it's a comedy, I'm gonna watch it.
I got you. Well, I tell you what, a lot of people are looking at this online and they're just like, oh my gosh, it's making people lazy. And, some people got their strong opinions about it. But me personally speaking, like I said, in today's economy, I wouldn't be mad at somebody who got picked for this.
It's a job. You work you get $2,500. You're working.
Exactly.
To me, if you're making money at the same time.
100%. Okay, so let me talk about this birthday party first. Little girl, tell me, is it not cool just to see the community, perfect strangers, getting together to celebrate another year of life for this little girl?
Yeah, absolutely. It really just shows that they're still good out there.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people feel like everyone is just very negative and down, and it's not people that are willing to go out of their way to serve others. But this just shows that the whole entire community came together to make sure this little girl had a perfect birthday. And so that's just absolutely amazing. And I'm glad that she was able to have such a good day, because it was really sad when we first saw the beginning when no one showed up. And I know as a little girl, that was probably heartbreaking for her. So just to see the community come together and turn that day around, it's just an absolutely beautiful thing. And I'm sure she'll remember it for the rest of her life.
And speaking of good in the community, my Deep Blue Ridge with Keith Farmer, Straight Street, we've done several stories with Straight Street about what are they doing in the communities itself. But, it's cool to see who the guy is behind the organization.
Yeah, because I remember when I was younger, one of my friends was in Straight Streets. I didn't know what it was, so I was so young, but I've certainly heard a lot about it in the community and just the impacts that it's had with the community and the lives that it's changed. So it's nice to just be able to meet the man behind the ministry and see what he's like and to see what his spirit is like. And you can certainly just feel his faith through the words that he was speaking and just feel how grounded he is spiritually. And it's a really beautiful thing to show that it started as a struggle, but it turned into something beautiful. It turned a trial or turned a tribulation into a triumph. So that was just it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad you shared the story. So it was really fun for me to read.
Yes, Lord. Well, tell me, do we have any comments or viewers today?
Yeah, and we got a comment from Kareem. Same one who commented yesterday. So thank you for commenting. He said, I got enough judgment in my life without Alexa talking to my scale, my friends, or Amazon asking if I really need to order these snacks.
That is so funny. I absolutely love that. We got any more?
No, that's it for today.
Hey, well, on my personal page though, Kareem came in, and he always comes in with some type of statistic. So Kareem says, yeah, no, I don't think this is a good idea, and I wouldn't do it. It says Netflix lost over 1 million subscribers in 2022, lost over 1 million subscribers in Spain alone in the first quarter of 2023, and the rest of the world is hip to their game. Netflix needs to stop experimenting and get back to the basics. So
he got a point.
Yeah, so he's salty about it. Then I got another comment that kind of got the gif of Daffy Duck looking at money, kind of going through money right now. And then we got Donna Balsley says, nope, I will not do it. So I absolutely love it when people engage with us. Well, Jazz, you got anything else, girlie?
No, but I hope you have a great Friday.
Yes, girl, you too. You have a blessed one, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye, Jazz. All right, guys, let's get to the headlines of today to figure out exactly what's happening in our later newscast. This is a very, very heartbreaking story coming out of New York. This was a fatal bus crash that killed 2 adults and injured 40 students. We're learning that one of the adults was a band director and the other was a chaperone, but they were on their way to a band camp. Learning that police say that the bus carrying the students was headed to Pennsylvania when it rolled over and fell down a 50-foot ravine. They're thinking it was a bad front tire. It's just an awful situation. No parent wants to hear that. So again, we're following that story. Latest details coming up. Plus, October 1st, that date is going to be sticking in a lot of our top government officials' heads because that will be the date that the state government will shut down if government leaders cannot agree on a new national funding plan. What local leaders are trying to do to protect Virginians from that happening. And plus, we got 5 years after a deadly shooting that left 17 people dead at Parkland High School. Devastating situation there. But demolition plans are in place for the old campus building. A lot of people are happy about that because, again, it takes the scar, like a awful reminder out of the community to rebuild something else that'll be more, I think, of memorabilia. Also happening today, we got to get this in the know for people out there. Rondé Barber, returning home, make a special guest appearance at the Cave Spring High School homecoming game. He graduated in 1993 before playing football at the University of Virginia, eventually playing out a Hall of Fame career in the NFL. Cave Spring will honor him during the pregame for his recent induction to the Hall of Fame. You should arrive early. If you don't want to miss the celebration, it's expected to begin around 6:30 p.m. And also, something else that's pretty cool, today in Lynchburg, Mr. Goodies is hosting a 4th annual Share Bear-a-thon in celebration of National Teddy Bear Day. Mr. Goodies has teamed up with the Gleaning for the World for this one-night stuffed animal drive. The ice cream shop is offering a free cone to anyone who donates a stuffed animal to the Teddy Bear Brigade and will also give out any menu item for free to those who donate 5 or more stuffed animals. Stuffed toys donated will go to Gleaning for the World, and the organization will then give them out to the children in need. Share Bear-a-thon will take place on Timberlake Road from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the parking lot of Mr. Goodies. So if you guys want to give back, figure out how you can help in that regard, go to our website, WSLS.com. Thank you guys for joining us on this awesome Friday. Enjoy your day today. Enjoy your weekend. Get out and do something different, do something fun, do something great and loving for someone in the community. We'll be back here again next Monday, 8 a.m., WSLS.com for the Morning Sprint.